Yo, 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 what's up, guys? Nico here. Hey, I was having a conversation with an individual, and I had to reflect back on um, a time that I was being shuffled from one rehab to the other, somebody trying to convince me to um, admit myself into their services. I was sitting with this one individual. They're like the intake person, I think, like the intake doctor, the person who made the decision if you'll get in or not. And they asked me, "Why do you think you need to get clean? Like, why do you want to get clean right now?" I didn't want to get clean, to be totally honest. And I tell this individual, I'm like, yo, I know my time's up. Like, my time's coming up. I just had this feeling. My time was coming up. Something was about to crack off. Something was about to happen. My time's coming up. And I know that I'm kind of at the end of my rope right now. So I know I'm going to need to get clean. Do I want to get clean? I don't think so. But I know I could feel it. One of my gifts, guys, is that I can like pick up on things. Nuances. Some people call them energies, all this other stuff. But I just knew, like, in my gut that if I was to continue down this path that I was going, something was going to crack off, and it was going to force me to make a choice. I tell you that story because in this conversation that I recently had, I had to reflect back on that conversation myself, and what I learned is that even then, in my deepest, because I was pretty strung out at that time frame on heroin, even at that point, I didn't have the belief that I was a drug addict. Let me break that down for you real quick. We all have beliefs inside of us, right? We all have certain beliefs, and these beliefs are what we kind of live by. There's a whole study behind it. I'm not going to get into it. I do recommend personal development because personal development shows you how these beliefs can work in our favor or against our favor. When I say I didn't believe that I was a drug addict, I knew I was using a lot of drugs. I knew that physically I was dependent on drugs. I knew that mentally my brain wasn't firing on all cylinders. By definition, yeah, the world, clinicians, all these places will call me a drug addict. But inside me, I did not believe I was a drug addict. I knew I was hurt. I knew I was going through something, but I didn't believe I was a drug addict. So I pose the question to you, and I pose this question to anybody who's using right now. You might be strung out. You might be an alcoholic. You might be a Yayo fan. I don't know what it is. But take a moment before you get high the next time and ask yourself, do I really believe that I'm a drug addict? And if your answer is yes, you do, then have you accepted the lifestyle that comes along with that? I hope not too many of you have to answer that second part. But for those who say the answer is no, I do not believe that I'm a drug addict. If you don't believe that you're a drug addict, what do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about yourself that you can hold on to for a little bit of hope? Because that little bit of hope is all you need. That little bit of hope will get you through the next day. That little bit of hope feels way better than any type of dope. Yeah, I know that's cliche and stuff, but it's true. If you can find that one piece inside of you that believes, hey, you know what, there is something better, There is something that I need to contribute. I have a purpose. It might take a little bit of time to find it, but once you latch onto that, it multiplies. So, that's my question to you. Do you really believe that you're a drug addict? And if so, if yes, have you accepted that lifestyle and the whole lifestyle? And if the answer is no, then what do you believe about yourself? And what kind of hope can you draw from that?